coming at you guys with a little bit different video today. We're going to actually do a book review on The Athlete's Shoulder by Kevin Wilk, Mike Reinold, and James Andrews. Stay tuned. I think this is a great book for all clinicians out there and strength and conditioning professionals to reference. Max Wardell, overheadathletics.com. I know this is a little bit different video. We're actually going to do a book review, and I'm planning on hopefully doing a few more book reviews, so you guys are going to have to let me know, what you want to see and, what books you like or what reviews you like, and if you like this format at all. So The Athlete's Shoulder here, it's a textbook style format, and it's a great reference, and it's also a great book that you can read through. It's going to take a little bit of time because there's definitely a ton of information, as you can see here, but it goes through surgical procedures for the throwing athlete. It goes through local biomechanics, arthrokinematics. There is some assessment stuff and some stuff on special tests, but I really think the most important stuff is the anatomical stuff of the actual shoulder joint, as well as the different procedures surgically that are done. And it also has some really good EMG breakdown of the throwing. Nice, turned right to it. So it's got some really good breakdown of EMG profiles for throwing athletes, and at different phases of the throw, compiling multiple EMG studies, which is actually something that's very, very useful for the clinician as well as the strength and conditioning professional, so you can see exactly when the infraspinatus contracts in the professional athlete versus the amateur athlete. And it's always good to go and look through Google Scholar and find things that way, but this does a great job of compiling a lot of the stuff. This edition is the second edition here, and it's a few years old, but great resource in terms of the anatomy, imaging. There's some great stuff on actual imaging for different labral injuries, rotator cuff injuries, so definitely a book to check out. I think this is one of the top books to have if you're working in the rehabilitation setting with overhead throwing athletes or any type of shoulder athlete. They go through gymnastics, volleyball, and all of that stuff throughout this book, but I think it's particularly useful for anyone working with a throwing athlete because it will go through the shoulder in a ton of depth. So definitely give this book a look online and see where you can find it. A lot of times you can get a used copy or something like that that's always a bit cheaper, but I know it's on Amazon and some other things, and they also have some different rehabilitation and return to sport protocols. That stuff's good, but I really think that the best part about this book is the actual beginning portion of the book and the portion on muscle activity profiles and things like that. So give this book a look, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We put out a ton of videos on training. We're going to keep doing that weekly. We put out a video every single week on something to do with training, manual therapy, stretching, soft tissue work, something. And in combination with that, I think it might be a good idea to do some different book reviews or even product reviews, as we move forward. And if that's something you want to see, let me know in the comments section. I'm also looking to do another video on UCL repair with internal brace augmentation, which is a procedure that I actually had done myself. But, if you're looking for more rehabilitation stuff in regards to that, just comment UCL in the comment section and I'll know you're looking for something like that. We got a video that we did in the past, but expanding upon that would be something that we might do. So give us a look at overheadathletics.com. We actually have a book here ourselves, Rehab to Throw Like a Pro, which is a clinician's guide, a lot of practical application, the how in how to do rehabilitation for the overhead throwing athlete. So check that out on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, iTunes, anywhere. But give us a look at overheadathletics.com. We got a bunch of different strength and conditioning stuff on there, corrective exercise programs, things like that. We'll see you in the next video.